Hello again, everybody, back again with another figure review. Fairly older figures. I've been doing kind of a lot of those because I haven't really been doing doing figure reviews for a little while. So I have figures that I haven't really done reviews on. And the reason I'm kind of doing older ones is because the newer ones keep getting pushed back. I just did Warspite. If you haven't seen that review, you can click the little link above to check that one out. But I haven't really been doing too many reviews on figures because Warspite took 4 extra months to come out. I have one Jalter Dress version this month, but she got pushed to June, so May is supposed to be Jalter Avenger version. Wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't get pushed too, so not really getting too many new figures, so I figured I'd just go back and get some of the older ones that didn't get to see any review time or anything like that. So yeah, so here we have Rem and Ram from the series ReZero, which is getting a season 2 actually. So if you're a fan of that, you can look forward to that and seeing more of the twin maids. But anyways, yep, so here they are, Rem and Ram, the twin maids from ReZero. They came out in March of last year, so like I said, these are older figures. But I figured I'd show them some love and get them some review time, and they're not bad figures. They were actually fairly cheap, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're about $90 each, so that's actually fairly cheap. They are scale figures, 1/8 scale is what they are. They came out at the same time. Normally I don't do 2 figures in a month because it's expensive, but since they were only, $90 or whatever, that's not that bad. So anyways, we have, I guess first up we'll do Rem. So the blue-haired one is Rem. The detail on her is pretty good actually for $98. She was by the figure maker Revolve as a manufacturer. Anyways, so as the manufacturer, both of them were by Revolve. And the shading and stuff is actually pretty, it's not too bad. It's pretty impressive. On her black, on the maid uniform, you can see the kind of white highlights and the shading and stuff like that. The frills and all that are really nicely done. Her position and all that, basically, almost, I don't know, attending to Subaru, I don't know. Yeah, so actually pretty nicely done figure. She does have the little opening on the side for her eyes, except for hers is actually a little bit more parted, so you can actually see both of her eyes, so kind of like some wind blowing. In fact, you can see her hair kind of, so I think there's some wind supposed to be blowing in this figure, is how that's supposed to be. And so we have Ram next. Ooh. She's like falling down. So Ram next. You can't see both of her eyes. She has the general one eye showing, so if you put them side by side, just like in the show, when they're together, they have both eyes basically. So that's their signature thing. So she only has one of her eyes showing. She's in a sitting pose, like she fell down. Again, you can kind of see her hairpin or whatever on the side here, her band. It's kind of moving forward, so kind of giving the effect that maybe, they're outside or something. Maybe there's wind blowing or whatever. Same thing with her outfit. She's got the white highlights on her black. And on her black maid uniform, and her hair's also got highlights in it. Pinker on the dark, lighter on the front. I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, so she's got that. Both figures have pretty generic bases. Nothing too spectacular about them. They just sit on them. There's no pins or anything like that. They're smooth. They're just black, kind of generic bases. But don't really expect too much, you know, for the price. $98 each. You know, there's not anything too spectacular about the bases, and you can't really expect too much for that. Like I said, I do like the figures. They are the only two that I have from that series for the maids. I do have Amelia, actually, as well. Yeah, so I do have Amelia, but this is not her review time, so she'll stay up there for now. But yeah, so there's my two maid figures. Overall, I would give them, for the budget and the quality and all that, I don't really see any like errors or any problems. Really, the stockings, even as in the creases, is actually like almost like not see-through parts, but you know, where it would be thinner. So they actually did a good job on that too. So anyways, for the budget and everything, you know, I'd give them like an 8 out of 10 or so. You know, if you like the series, the positions are kind of plain. You know, there's nothing. I mean, there is better figures of them out there, but you know, strictly going off the budget, you know, I'd give them like an 8 out of 10, definitely. You know, they tend to slide around a lot. She kind of falls down if you move her too much, so try not to do that. You know, barely even shake it and she'll kind of, you know, so not the most sturdy, so 8 out of 10. But overall, they are good figures. If you can get your hands on them and you want them, and you know, I'd pick them up. Anyways, so that's gonna be it for this review on them. Again, sorry about the older figures, but you know, is what it is until I'm able to get like the newer ones coming in again and all that. So, but it's gotten a little bit worse with figure manufacturers keep pushing dates back. So anyways, yeah, that's what it is. So anyways, with that said, if you know anybody who wants these and is curious about them, you know, share the video, comment if you have questions. As always, like and subscribe by clicking the button that will appear. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night or wherever you are. Anyways, have a good one until the next video.